Pat, the fact that yesterday you were, you could have won the race yesterday if it hadn't been for Joseph. But today,
Are you telling me I wasn't going to be able to beat him?
No, I was saying you put yourself in position today to beat him, and how well your car ran. And if you could just go over how good a race weekend your whole team had.
Oh, we had a great weekend. Obviously, we were there, and we were there to take advantage of an opportunity that got presented to us. I think even with him not finishing the race, I think we still would have given him a hard time. There was still one more pit stop to go, so yeah, I was positioning ourselves to do what we just did, and super proud of the boys in the pits. The car was fantastic, and I knew it was just all about getting into the Penske sandwich, because it was just Will wasn't making it not any little easy on me, and I know Joseph was going to do the same. So I think it was one thing to get up there, but one thing to pass. So it just explains how hard it is, and how difficult it can be whenever you're going through the lap traffic. How you get some people, other people behind you or in front of you are going to get them in a very different situation. So that's where you can lose or gain time. And I think it was you're never going to perfect it, but trying to lose the least amount of time possible in that situation.
Also joined by the second place finisher, driving, of course, the Verizon Team Penske Chevrolet Will Power, 6th podium of the season. We counted it up, 91 now, 91 podiums on your career. Your thoughts on a pretty good weekend, all told, for you?
Yeah, great weekend, points-wise. Would love to have got a win here, but some tough competition, man. You can't let up one bit. But yeah, the car was really good. I probably could have been more aggressive in that second to last stint, because it seemed like there was a lot less drag. Then it must have cooled, or the track took a lot more rubber, and suddenly the track was really fast.
All right, questions continue for the top two. Go ahead. Let's go, Steve, then Marshall, it's your turn.
Pato, you've got 8 podiums in your last 10 oval races. What do you attribute that to, your proficiency on the ovals?
I think the team has a great package in the ovals. I think that's definitely our strong suit. We're getting better in other areas, but yeah, just as a team, I think we go to every oval believing that we can beat anybody, and we're going to have as good of a package as anybody else. Yeah, going to other tracks is a little bit of a different story in terms of, also I think we've done a very good job strategy-wise in ovals, whether it's a super speedway or a short oval, and we don't seem to have that in road courses. So I think there's some work to do there, but yeah, great job by the team.
Let's go back over here. Marshall Pruitt on the far end.
Poor thing, you're getting a workout here.
That's right.
Pato, top 6 in the championship are now separated by 44 points, 12 races down, 5 to go. Like a second or third place might not be what you need at the upcoming races. Just describe how tight things are, and how a good day like Ericsson had still wasn't great as we get down to these last couple of races. It's getting pretty sweaty right about now.
No, for sure. And I think the biggest thing is because everybody that's fighting for the championship is having good weekends. Like, no one's having bad weekends. And for us, we've thrown away and we've given away an easy 100 points. Just either if it was a strategy, or if it was I won't mention the other ones, but we've just thrown away a lot of points that would have put us in a way better position of where we are right now. So I have no other choice but to try and claw back, and we can just be more risky than others. Like, I really don't care for, like, 4, 5, and 6 for me doesn't really change anything. I don't care for 6 or 4th. So we need to go for 1 and 2, because we've already got a 4 and a 3, and the only way to do that is to win, because you're not going to get those points by being consistently in the top 5. I think if we were in the lead, it'd be a different story, but we're not. Thanks.
All right, we're going to make you go all the way back over there. The gentleman in the Navy again. Thanks, Jack.
Pato, I know you asked about your oval performances in the past, and just wondered if, just to kind of build on that a little bit, can you talk about your preparation? Is there anything you do? Do you watch a lot of video, or is there any particular part of your preparation that you think is important to you when you come to an oval race, just based on what you've been able to do?
For me, I think the biggest factor is just confidence in having a car that you can attack with, and I think it doesn't only go for ovals; it goes for street courses. Like you have to put a lot of trust in the car if you want to extract the lap time. And here in Iowa, it's a tire deck race. It's not a fuel race, and it's important to have a car that can last, but a car that's good in traffic. So while you're wanting to get through traffic as quick as you can, you need to kind of hold back just a teensy little bit, because you can overburn quite quick. I don't know if it's one thing or another. I try and prepare physically as much as I can. In terms of video, I'll watch like a few minutes, but every weekend is different, and all you can do is just if you get a good feeling for it, practice one, and you just keep working at it.
You obviously the performances that you've been able to have this weekend. I guess you've got quite a reputation of being an aggressive driver, and people talk about that quite a lot. But here at Iowa, it's about, I guess, saving your tires and patience. So do you think your performances this weekend show how much of a rounded driver you've become, or you are, based on your performances here specifically at Iowa?
I mean, I would hope I'm getting better. I think I am. I'm the more laps you do, you gain knowledge, and I mean, these guys lap circles around me in terms of knowledge, like Will and Scott and Joseph. So whenever you're up to fight with them, and they were super quick. Specifically the Penske's. The Penske's were extremely hard to fight with, and everything had to go perfect in order to either get them on a pit stop exchange or get them on the track. And I think Iowa's just different because it's a tire deck race. Other ones play more into the fuel, which I personally think is a lot more boring. So that's why Iowa's so good. It's just because it really plays into, you have to be smart, and you have to be smart not just if you're leading. The leader also has to be smart because he'll go through the traffic, and I think that's why the races here are so good.
Chris, go ahead, sir.
Speaking of the traffic, Pato, on the radio, you were kind of frustrated, not just trying to get by Will for position, but also with lap cars in front of you, basically telling the team, no one listens, just let me do my own thing. How difficult is it to put that at the back of your mind and just, focus forward instead of just remembering, hey, these guys are going to fight hard to keep me behind them?
Yeah, I think what you have to do in that situation is just do what you know what to do. I think when you try and plan it too much, and they were basically telling us where it was going to be, I guess, easier to pass some other guys, and it's just not the case. They just kept changing lanes, and you can't judge it. You just have to do what you kind of have to react to it once you're into the corner already. And because every time I would kind of prep into it, knowing that or thinking that they wouldn't go in that same lane, they did. So it just kept moving me backwards rather than actually helping me. So yeah, I think sometimes too much information is just not going to help.
Danny, and we'll take a couple off Zooms. Stand by.
Question for both of you. Talk a little bit about your power plant. You've obviously had an advantage this weekend. Your power plant.
Chevrolet.
Yeah, I mean, I think Chevy's done a great job this year of giving us drivability and horsepower. And yeah, it definitely showed this weekend. All the Chevy cars are really strong. Yeah, just lucky to be involved with these guys. They're very, very good at their job.
Yeah, just a little bit to add on that. We've obviously dominated, I think, this weekend. It's been an all Chevy podium both days, and qualifying was also all Chevy. So the power was there, the drivability was there, and the reliability was there. So it's very, very crucial part of the season to, to have that. And yeah, great to have them power us.
Let's take one or two off Zoom. Ben Johnson, you've been patiently waiting. Ben, go ahead, sir.
Cheers, Dave. Hey, guys, congratulations on the results today. Will, can you just talk a little bit about the consistency over the weekend? You know, you're coming out of the weekend in second place in the championship, heading to the Indy Grand Prix.
Yeah, very consistent run this year, really. I mean, we've had a lot of podiums and a lot of top fours. And this, I know we've got good cars here, so it was a matter of just being mistake-free, and I felt like we were going to finish in the top 5. So that's exactly what happened. And been trying to win around here for a long time, been really wanting to win at this place, but keep coming up short. But yeah, really happy with the weekend. And
excellent. And do you put that down to? Oh, sorry. And do you put that down to like the engine or just the package in general?
Right, this weekend, the whole package. Car means a lot around this track. Actually, car means more than engine. Is you got to have. If you can't get through the corners, you're just not going to be fast. Simple as that.
Excellent. Well, congratulations. Cheers, Dave.
And let's take. Go ahead, Ben. Sorry. Oh, goodbye. Okay. Luis Salinas, bring us home. I'm going to assume you have a question in Spanish for Pato O'Ward.
Thanks. Hi, everyone. Hola a todos. Mi pregunta, Pato, felicidades por este triunfo. Ya urgía esta ganada. La paciencia fue la palabra que más te mencionaron durante la radio, no nada más hoy, todo el fin de semana. ¿Puedes platicarnos un poco más de esto?
Sí,
That was clearly not for willpower, yes.
Gracias, Luis. Sí, lo importante era conservar y saber qué tanto podías empujar a la llanta, porque si la empujabas demasiado duro no ibas a aguantar. Y lo más importante aquí es aguantar, porque si te aguantas y eres paciente, los de enfrente iban a estar peleando, bla, 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 se iban a caer antes que tú y los ibas a poder pasar más fácil. Entonces, lo difícil era saber si se iban a caer los de enfrente. Y como te digo, estos traían carro igual que nosotros, igual o mejor, o sea, andaban muy, muy, muy bien. Yo traía un súper carro, pero andábamos demasiado similar. Y cuando eso pasa es de que tienes que hacer todo lo que ellos no están haciendo lo más perfecto que puedas.
Gracias, Pato. Sorry, Will. The same question for you. On the radios, Pato was spoken about the patience.
I got my translator here. She's my translator. What did you say?
All right. Can you talk about the patience?
Basically, patience was the key. So how did you do that?
Yeah, well, I was very patient at the start of the race, just kind of driving to a pace to save the tire and kind of, backing Joseph up a little bit, and then that gave me more time. It gave like the guys you coming around a lap more time to degrade their tire, and you're saving your tire for more time. So we certainly chopped through the field very quickly when we got to those guys. So it worked.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
See you soon.
Gracias. Thank you. We'll take one more in person. We'll let you go. Go ahead, Mary.
Will, this is for you. If my math is right, there are 270 points still possible going forward with my races. You've been in a number of title fights, and then you finally succeeded. And I think you're only 22 points behind Ericsson. So how are you going to capture this title?
Yeah, it's just doing what I've been doing. Simple as that. We've been executing, not really doing anything special, and get on top of the qualifying thing, because we cannot have what we had in Toronto. Definitely got the pace. Just putting it together for the next. How many left? 5.
Yep.
5 left. Ooh, it's getting down to the wire, man. Better bring your A game, or I'm gonna take it from you young blokes.
I think I'm still behind him though. Right? Yeah, for sure. I was far back, mate.
You're right there.
I'm coming for you.
All right, and with that, we'll wrap things up.
Don't play
Congratulations.
with me, man. Do not play with me. I've been in this game a long time.
There we go. Good way to end it. Thanks, guys. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great weekend for both Will Power and obviously the champion here, race number 2 in the Hy-Vee. Hang on, Will. We got Pato. We got some stuff for you here as well. So, great weekend here at Iowa Speedway. Thanks, guys.